You've probably been told for years that eggs are the gold standard for protein. 3 eggs in the morning, about 18 grams. Sounds solid, right? But once you cross 60, that's often not enough to hold back sarcopenia, the slow muscle loss that steals strength, balance, and independence. Now here's the twist. What if I told you there's a single food that can deliver up to 20 times more protein than eggs? Yes, 20 times. And it's not some weird supplement. It's a real food you can start using today. Even better, it's just one of 7 powerful picks that quietly outperform eggs when it comes to building and protecting muscle, even in your 70s, 80s, or 90s. Think about it. Weak legs don't just make stairs harder, they raise your fall risk. Tingling hands don't just annoy you, they turn jars, buttons, and keys into daily battles. These are early warnings. The good news? You can push back. With the right foods, you can feed your muscles, protect your grip, and rebuild confidence in how you move. In this video, I'll show you 7 smart, senior-friendly options. Snacks you can sprinkle, sip, or spoon in under a minute, plus one that tastes almost like candy. Some you know, some you've never tried, all chosen because they give your body exactly what it needs as the years add up. And before we dive into the first food on the list, take a moment to like this video and subscribe. Here at 4Seniors Health, this channel is designed for seniors to discover how simple food choices can lead to a powerful, healthy comeback. Stick with me, because if you think eggs are good, just wait until you see what's next. Food number 1, spirulina. Let's start with the giant on this list, the one that always surprises people, spirulina. You've probably seen it as a dark green powder, maybe sitting on a health store shelf. And yes, it really does look like pond algae. But don't let the color scare you. Inside is one of the most powerful protein sources you'll ever find. Here's the kicker. Spirulina is about 60 to 70% protein by weight, compared to only 12% in eggs. That's why even a small spoonful feels so dense. It's like packing the protein of whole foods into a tiny boost. And it's complete protein too, carrying all the amino acids your body needs to fight sarcopenia and repair muscle. But spirulina doesn't stop at protein. It's rich in B vitamins for steady energy, iron to fight fatigue, and antioxidants that protect your cells. And then there's phycocyanin, the blue-green pigment that gives it its striking color. Scientists have studied phycocyanin for its ability to calm inflammation and even protect cells at the DNA level. That's powerful support for aging tissues. Here's a fun fact you'll love. Spirulina was even tested by NASA as food for astronauts because it's so nutrient-dense. If it can fuel people in space, imagine what it can do right here on Earth. Now let me be real. Spirulina does have an earthy taste. That puts some people off at first. My tip? Start with just a sprinkle in a smoothie or yogurt. One senior told me she laughed at the green color when she tried it. But after adding half a teaspoon to her morning shake for a few weeks, she noticed her legs didn't feel as heavy after her daily walk. Small habit, real change. And the science is clear. Seniors who consistently reach their protein goals cut their risk of mobility loss by almost half. Spirulina makes hitting those goals much easier without loading up on heavy meals. Spirulina proves that sometimes the tiniest foods carry the biggest impact. And if this green powder can do that much, wait until you see what a handful of crunchy seeds can do to rebuild your strength. Food number 2, pumpkin seeds. Next on the list, pumpkin seeds. Tiny, crunchy, and often overlooked, but don't underestimate them. For seniors, they can be the difference between steady legs and muscles that give out at the wrong time. Here's why. Low magnesium is one reason those painful nighttime cramps sneak in. Zinc shortages, they weaken your grip and slow down tissue repair. And if protein is low, muscle loss accelerates. Pumpkin seeds hit all 3, protein, magnesium, and zinc, in one quick bite. Think of magnesium and zinc like the spark plugs for your muscles. Without them, the engine just won't run smoothly. Here's a wow fact. Just 1 ounce, a small handful, delivers about 7 grams of protein, plus nearly half the magnesium you need for the day. That's stronger than many so-called protein snacks on store shelves. And here's the best part. It couldn't be easier. Roast them for a salty crunch, sprinkle them over oatmeal, or blend a spoonful into your smoothie. I know seniors who keep a jar on the counter and grab a handful whenever they pass by. No cooking, no fuss, just steady fuel. The payoff? Fewer cramps, stronger grip, and muscles that feel supported instead of drained. Pumpkin seeds prove that strength doesn't always come in big packages. Sometimes it's the smallest foods that make the biggest difference. And if seeds can deliver that much power, wait until you see what a creamy, protein-rich food can quietly do to rebuild muscle from the inside out. Food number 3, ricotta cheese. Now let's switch gears to something creamy, familiar, and surprisingly powerful, ricotta cheese. Most people think of it as just a pasta filling, but this soft cheese quietly carries one of the best muscle-building proteins you can get: whey. Here's why that matters. As we age, our muscles don't respond to protein the same way they used to. You need higher quality protein, fast digesting, rich in essential amino acids, to actually trigger muscle repair. That's exactly what whey delivers. In fact, studies show whey protein stimulates muscle growth better than casein or soy, which makes ricotta a sneaky but valuable ally against sarcopenia. And here's the fear hook. When protein intake drops too low, seniors lose strength at double the pace. That's when standing from a chair starts feeling like a workout and stairs look like a mountain. Ricotta helps flip that switch back in your favor. The beauty of ricotta is how gentle it is. It's soft, easy to chew, and easy to digest. Perfect for seniors who may not want heavy meats or powders. A half-cup serving gives around 14 grams of protein, more than 2 eggs in a light and creamy form. And it's versatile. Spread it on whole grain toast with a drizzle of honey, mix it with fruit for a quick snack, or stir it into oatmeal for extra creaminess. Simple, tasty, and effective. Ricotta proves you don't need exotic superfoods to protect your strength. Sometimes it's the ordinary foods hiding in plain sight that give your muscles exactly what they're craving. And next up, we'll look at a tiny seed that brings protein, healthy fats, and anti-inflammatory power all in one. Food number 4, hemp seeds. Next up, let's talk about one of the easiest upgrades you can make: hemp seeds. They're tiny, soft, and nutty tasting, but don't let the size fool you. These little seeds are packed with complete protein, meaning they carry all the essential amino acids your muscles need to rebuild. Just 3 tablespoons give you about 10 grams of protein, nearly as much as a couple of eggs. But hemp seeds bring more to the table than protein. They're rich in omega-3 fatty acids, the same healthy fats known for protecting the heart, supporting circulation, and keeping joints more flexible. Now here's something seniors often overlook: digestion. A lot of heavy protein foods can feel hard on the stomach. Hemp seeds are different. They're easy to digest, so your body actually absorbs and uses the protein instead of wasting it. That means the nutrients you eat don't just pass through, they go to work where you need them most. And the best part? They're ridiculously easy to use. Sprinkle them over oatmeal, yogurt, or salads. Blend them into smoothies. Even stir a spoonful into soup for an invisible protein boost. No cooking, no effort. Just steady support in every bite. Think of hemp seeds as protein that doesn't fight your body. It works with it. Add them regularly and the payoff is simple: better absorption, smoother joints, and muscles that stay fueled instead of drained. And if you thought seeds were impressive, wait until you see how something as humble as chickpeas can be turned into a snack that fights muscle loss while keeping you full and satisfied. Food number 5, chickpeas. Next up, chickpeas. They may look humble, but don't be fooled. These little beans are one of the most overlooked muscle foods you can keep in your pantry. Here's why they matter. A single cup of cooked chickpeas delivers around 15 grams of protein, along with fiber, magnesium, and iron. That's a triple win: protein for muscle repair, fiber for steady digestion, and minerals that help keep energy and circulation strong. For seniors, that's important because weakness isn't just about losing muscle. It's about your body running out of the nutrients that keep it moving. In many parts of the world, chickpeas are called poor man's meat because they're packed with protein at a fraction of the cost. That means you can fuel your muscles without draining your wallet. You can enjoy them in ways that feel like snacks, not meals. Roast them in the oven for a crunchy, nut-like bite. Mash them into hummus and spread on toast or dip veggies. Or keep it even simpler: Rinse canned chickpeas, season them lightly, and eat a handful straight. And here's something many seniors don't realize. Chickpeas release energy slowly, thanks to their fiber. That helps you avoid those blood sugar crashes that leave you drained and shaky. Instead, you stay fueled, steady, and strong throughout the day. Chickpeas prove that strength doesn't have to come from expensive powders or complicated recipes. Sometimes it's the everyday foods sitting quietly on the shelf that give you the edge against muscle loss. And if chickpeas can do that much, wait until you see how a simple sprinkle of nutritional yeast can transform your meals into protein powerhouses. Food number 6, nutritional yeast. Here's one you might not expect. Nutritional yeast. It looks like golden flakes, almost like fish food, but the impact it has on your body is nothing short of impressive. Sprinkle just a spoonful on your meal, and suddenly you're adding protein, vitamins, and flavor all at once. Nutritional yeast is about 50% protein by weight. That means a couple of tablespoons give you nearly 8 grams of high-quality plant protein. For seniors, that's an easy way to boost muscle fuel without piling on heavy portions of meat or eggs. But protein isn't the only win here. Nutritional yeast is often fortified with B vitamins, especially B12, which many seniors fall short on. Low B12 can sneak up as fatigue, brain fog, or even nerve issues. That's why this simple sprinkle can feel like a quiet energy upgrade. Some seniors call it their secret cheese. It has a savory, nutty flavor that tastes a little like Parmesan, but it's totally dairy-free. That makes it an easy add-on for soups, pasta, eggs, or even popcorn. Flavor plus function without any fuss. And here's the empowering part. It takes no prep at all. Just keep a jar in the kitchen and toss a spoonful on whatever you're eating. No cooking, no cleanup, no excuses. Nutritional yeast proves you don't always need big portions to fight muscle loss. Sometimes it's the tiny sprinkles that make the biggest difference. And next, we'll look at a food that crunches like popcorn, but secretly carries a surprising punch of protein. Food number 7, amaranth. Our last food might surprise you. It's not a seed you sprinkle or a powder you stir, but a tiny grain with a long history. Amaranth. Ancient cultures used it as a strength food for warriors, and today it can be your secret weapon against muscle loss. Here's why. Amaranth is one of the rare plant-based foods that counts as a complete protein. That means it delivers all the essential amino acids, just like meat or eggs. A single cup of cooked amaranth gives you 9 grams of protein plus iron, magnesium, and fiber. Nutrients that seniors often struggle to get enough of. But here's the real hook. It can be eaten like a snack. Pop amaranth in a dry pan, and it turns into tiny, crunchy puffs that look like mini popcorn. Sprinkle them over yogurt, toss them into trail mix, or just enjoy them on their own. Light, fun, and surprisingly filling. And here's the fear reminder. When you miss out on complete proteins, your muscles don't repair as well. That's when fatigue sets in faster, and recovery feels harder than it should. Amaranth fills that gap without being heavy or hard to digest. Another wow fact? Amaranth is naturally gluten-free, so it's gentle on digestion. That makes it a smart choice for seniors who struggle with bloating after bread or pasta. Think of amaranth as an ancient strength in a modern snack. Small, crunchy, and easy to prepare, but powerful enough to fuel your muscles and fight sarcopenia. You've just seen 7 foods that do more than fill your plate. They fuel your fight against sarcopenia. Tiny seeds, creamy cheeses, ancient grains, even green powders. All with one goal, helping you rebuild strength and stay independent. And the best part? You can weave them into everyday meals without stress or expense. Here's a simple meal plan to spark ideas. Breakfast, a smoothie with half a teaspoon of spirulina and a sprinkle of hemp seeds. Mid-morning snack, a small bowl of ricotta mixed with fruit, topped with a drizzle of honey. Lunch, a hearty chickpea salad with fresh veggies and olive oil. Afternoon snack, a handful of pumpkin seeds or roasted chickpeas for crunch. Dinner side, warm amaranth cooked like rice paired with your favorite protein. Flavor boost anytime. A spoonful of nutritional yeast sprinkled over soup, pasta, or even popcorn. Simple swaps like these stack up. Every bite you take becomes a small act of repair, a signal to your body that you're not done yet. You're still building, still moving forward. Now I want to hear from you. Have you tried any of these foods already? Or is there one you're curious to start with? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every single one. We're building a community here for strong comebacks, and I'd love for you to be part of it. Subscribe to 4S Seniors Health, hit the bell, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. If this video helped, give it a like and share it with someone you care about. Join me in the next video. I've got more surprises waiting for you.